Today's show, we cover a world-renowned speaker who warns about the dangers of social media. Anica Hankey is in studio to take a look at the #1 game in the App Store. And more on this edition of HTN Daily. Hello Rock Nation, I hope your week has been wonderful, whether in person or online. I'm Khshaeta Cama and we are live from Studio 1060. Now Grant Johnson is in studio with Mr. Toth to hear about the forthcoming festivities.
Thank you, Khshaeta. We have brought in Mr. Toth on today's show to discuss a very hot topic right now, and that is the forthcoming festivities. So there was some big news released last night that the homecoming parade that was scheduled to be next Wednesday is now November the 18th. So can you tell me about that new date and all the things surrounding the parade?
Well, I think the new date happened, PHS is having to cancel their next 2 football games, and so with that going on, and then just I think the district, with the number of cases that we've had just throughout the district, thought it'd be best to postpone the parade to a later date, and hopefully in November we can move forward with that.
Yeah, definitely. And so what other festivities can we expect for the Rock Hill forthcoming?
So our forthcoming game, the game has been moved up to October 23rd, which is in a couple weeks, and it's going to be against Denison. And then we're going to want to start some new traditions. You know, it's our first year, so it's a forthcoming game. And so on the Sunday before, October 18th, from 2 to 5, we're going to have a big sign painting party out in front of the arena, and so our student council and our cheerleaders are going to put that on for us. I think it'll be awesome, just so we can decorate and make sure our school's ready for that next week for our homecoming week. And so then the next week we're going to have hopefully be able to start a new tradition, a community pep rally on Wednesday, and that's going to coincide with the announcement of our homecoming court. So we'll start nominations for that on October the 14th, which is that Monday, and then we'll do our ballots on the 15th, and then we will have our court will be announced. Our voting will happen on the Tuesday before, which is the 20th, and then on Wednesday we're going to have our community pep rally, announce the court, and have a big party, and then move forward with our game against Denison on Friday.
Yeah, and one of the things I didn't hear about was the dance, and I know that's something that people typically look forward to. So what can we expect? Will we expect a dance or anything like that?
Yeah, so obviously with the COVID stuff that's going on, we're not going to be able to have a dance right after the game like we typically would on that Saturday. But we are hopefully going to have something in the winter, so maybe like a winter ball sometime in January would be fun for everybody. So we're going to try, and we're going to do our best to make sure that we have something for you guys. But unfortunately, it just won't be right after homecoming. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show to fill us all in today. Now here's Madison Wells with today's news.
Thank you, Grant. Here are today's announcements. PSAT and SAT testing will be next Wednesday, October 14th, on campus for all students. The counselors will be sending out more information soon regarding a possible makeup day for those students who are unable to attend, and clarification on our procedures for the day. Mark this day on your calendar because we will be on an alternate bell schedule. Earlier today, TEDx speaker and advocate Colin Karchner spoke to the freshman class in the auditorium with the rest of the school watching online. Karchner spoke about the dangers of social media and parenting in the digital age and how it can affect teenagers and mental health. He was inspired by his family and friends to start the movement he calls #SaveTheKids.
I started this movement 3 years ago because my family friend ended up dying from suicide. And then we found out later so much of it had to do with the stress and anxiety from social media, from comparison and depression from that. Never feeling enough, never feeling like she's good enough, that kind of stuff. And I thought it only affected her because I only knew her about this. I was like, I can't believe that happened to her. And then I was getting thousands of kids messaging me saying, no, I'm going through that. My friends are going through that. And I realized everywhere, so many people are going through this stuff. And I looked around, I was like, no one's talking about this. So if no one wants to talk about it, I will. And just started talking in groups, and then now I got booked out 2 years to go out and speak at places.
Life Touch Portraits on campus in the LGI today to take last chance school portraits for underclassmen and faculty. Stop by the LGI for your portrait retake before the end of the school day. That's all of today's news. Anica Hankey joins us in studio with today's Rock Hill Report.
Many of you may have heard of or played the popular game Among Us, which is currently ranked #1 within the App Store. The game simulates astronauts preparing for space, yet before takeoff, one member of the crew has to be identified as the imposter. The game allows players to play with up to 10 people or solo, as well as customize their character. Saturday Night Live took it upon themselves to pull country singer Morgan Wallen's musical performance that was scheduled to air this weekend. The cancellation was announced after videos surfaced of Wallen out partying. This raises concerns of whether or not he has been exposed to the coronavirus. That's all for the Rock Hill Report. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Anica. That's all of today's news. For Hilltop News, I'm Khshaeta,
And I'm Madison Wells. Mask up and rock on.